Hey, welcome back to Livin MN Outdoors. I'm Daniel, and thanks for tuning in to this week's fishing report. If you guys would, if you use any of the guides or resorts mentioned in today's report, please let them know you saw them on Livin MN Outdoors. And with that being said, let's dive into today's report. All right, let's start out up on Lake Winnibigoshish. I talked to Chad from the Pines Resort and Scott from zupsguideservice. And they said that the fishing has been kind of hit or miss. It kind of depends on where you're set up, if you're willing to move. If you want to just plop down and stay in one spot, then it's kind of like buying a lottery ticket. You're either on them or you're not. Now, as far as restrictions go for this week out of their resort, there is none. Any wheelhouse and truck combinations are welcome. They'll have a bunch of pre-plowed chutes for you guys to use. And off-road travel is doable if you pay attention and avoid the deep drifts. Now, as far as where they suggest targeting walleyes, they said anywhere from 15 to 23 feet. During the middle of the day, those walleyes tend to be a little bit deeper. At night, they pull in a little bit shallower. As far as perch go, they said the perch are anywhere from 9 to 15 feet of water. Now, from experience, if you can find a weed edge, that's where a huge majority of the perch are hanging out right now. Obviously not all of them. You can find them out on humps in the river channel, but the big majority of the perch are on a weed edge or in close proximity to those weeds. Now, there is a bluegill bite out there. I'm not going to get real specific on where those are at, but find some cabbage weeds and you might find some really big bluegills. As far as pike go, Chad said them dirty buggers are finding wheelhouses. They're hunkering down right below them and they're waiting there for you to hook a perch, and then they're snatching your perch. He said if you have perch underneath you and all of a sudden they're gone, you can't get a bite. He said there's probably a pike underneath you and you're either going to need to catch that pike or you're going to need to scare it away. So keep some sucker minnows on hand or something to scare those pike away, because they'll just hunker down and sit under your house for hours at a time. Now, I did talk to some guys that they set up their fish house. They went out, they hole hopped, they absolutely hammered the fish. Tullabies, walleyes, perch, crappies. If you're willing to move, hop around, and you have a little knowledge on Lake Winnibigoshish, there is a ton of fish to be caught right now. Now, if you guys are looking for a wheelhouse rental, Scott Zupfer from zupsguideservice, he's renting out wheelhouses out of the Pines Resort. He has very little January availability right now. He does have some openings in February, so give him a call. Get those booked up as soon as possible because they are filling extremely fast. Now, Chad, he offers fish house rentals as well. So if you want to stay in one of Chad's houses, give him a call and you can actually book either the wheelhouses or the Pines skid houses by calling the Pines Resort. Now, once again, Pines Resort, full barn restaurant, heated fish cleaning shack, live bait, whatever you need, they can help take care of you. Breakfast, if you catch some fish, want to have them fried up at the bar, that's a great option as well. So if you guys are looking to get up to Lake Winnibigoshish this coming weekend, you might run into us up there, but go ahead, call Chad from the Pines Resort. Okay, let's move over to Leech Lake. I talked to Cam from Horseshoe Bay Lodge and Austin from Leech Lake Guide Team LLC. Restrictions for their access this weekend, they're going to allow 3/4 ton gas trucks pulling up to 21-foot tandem wheelhouses. Now, they did open up some more road. They crossed the heave. They're out onto Big Rock Reef. The restrictions for Big Rock Reef are 3/4 ton gas trucks pulling single axle wheelhouses. Otherwise, if you have a bigger house than that, you will be required to stay inside of that ice heave, and there is plenty of room inside there too. But if you have a single axle wheelhouse and up to a 3/4 ton gas truck, you can get out to Big Rock Reef this coming weekend. Now, as far as where the best bite was this past weekend, they said 16 to 20 feet of water. We were up there this past weekend. We were in 19 to 21. We caught a bunch of burbot. We got some nice walleyes. Our neighbors actually limited out on walleyes. It just kind of depended on where you set up. It was either really tough or some people really struck gold. Now, as far as the best colors for up there, glow red, glow orange. It's primarily an after dark bite for the walleyes, but some people did pick off a few through the day. Now, as far as minnows, rainbows have been the best, but we got a few on sucker minnows and fatheads. Now, Horseshoe Bay Lodge, they do have a bar and restaurant, Iron Fire Bar and Grill. Great food, great drinks. So if you want to get up to Leech Lake this coming weekend, go ahead and give Cam a call from Horseshoe Bay Lodge. Now, if you're looking for a guide out on Leech Lake, we highly recommend Leech Lake Guide Team LLC. Look them up on Facebook or on their website. They're booking for all different species right now and having some great success out there. Now, if you're looking to rent a wheelhouse out of Horseshoe Bay Lodge, Only Outdoors, Tanner, he's running the wheelhouses, so go check out Only Outdoors on Facebook or give Tanner a call and book an ice castle because they are filling fast. All right, moving over to Mille Lacs Lake. I talked to Jeff from Castles Resort today. They are extremely busy plowing snow. Here in Princeton, we got like 11 to 13 inches of snow. Last I heard up on Mille Lacs, they were like 8 inches and it's still snowing. So they're busy plowing. Now, Castles Resort access will be closed until Friday morning at 6:30 a.m. They're working on getting everything cleaned up. Zone 1 is going to be good to go to all wheelhouse and truck combinations. Zone 2, they are going to allow half-ton trucks and single axle wheelhouses, and they really expanded Zone 2 for this week. So there should be a lot of new territory to set up and the fishing should be a lot better. Now, as far as where to find those fish, 16 to 22 feet of water. They're mostly getting them on dead sticks with light suckers, getting a few on fatheads and shiners, and they're getting perch mixed in, a lot of little ones, but a few really nice ones. Now, if you're looking for pike in shallow along the weed edges, people are spearing pike, they're catching them on tip-ups, getting some really big ones. So if you like pike fishing, that is a great option for you. Now, Castles Resort, they have live bait. They can fill your propane tanks for your wheelhouses. They do have a contest going on this weekend, so check out their Facebook page. You could win some really awesome prizes. So if you're looking to get up to the Isle Bay area on Mille Lacs Lake, go ahead and call Castles Resort. All right, now moving up to the north end of Mille Lacs Lake, Barnacles Resort and Campground. I talked to Alexa earlier today, and man, do they have a mess on their hands. All this snow absolutely is crushing them. So unfortunately, their access will be closed to all public traffic. Any season members up there, if your house is already out on the lake, you are good to go out. You can drive your truck out to your house. They are not pulling out any more houses at this time. So if you do have a house, go ahead, give them a call and figure out the details there. But they are working on getting their roads plowed, cleaned up. But this heavy snow did not do any favors for Barnacles Resort. So before you guys head up to any of these resorts, I highly recommend you giving them a call. Check their Facebook pages. We try to post as many updates on our Facebook pages as well. So stay tuned to those. And if there's any changes, we will try and update you as soon as we can. Now, just a few things I want to mention, guys. This past week, I heard a lot of terrible news. Wheelhouses dumping sewage on the lake or in the ditches. Garbage being left on the lakes. Guys, that's not cool. Don't be dumping your sewage. Find a proper dump site. Don't be a loser. Put it where it belongs. Don't give all ice fishermen a bad name. It's really disappointing hearing that. And if you're old enough to own a wheelhouse, you're old enough to know that you shouldn't be dumping your sewage all over the place. So think about that a little bit and make wiser decisions. Now, with that being said, guys, really hope you can get out fishing this weekend. Be safe, have fun, pick up your trash, respect other fishermen, don't crowd your neighbor, and most importantly, don't forget to get on out there and get living.